My name is Freya and I live in two houses north in Norway. This is one of them. Welcome aboard, everyone. In this episode, we will talk about the weird, guilty feeling that creeps in when you try to rest and why it's not you, it's the system. I'll take you to Reindeer Land, where doing nothing is a spiritual art form and your nervous system finally gets to exhale. Bring some tea, wear socks, and let's get gloriously unproductive. Our life is really split in between two houses. It's split in between two landscapes. So we live in this house, purple one, that is in the middle of the Arctic Ocean on an island. And we live in another one that is black. It looks very similar to this one. Maybe some of you have seen that in some previous episodes. That one is on top of a high plateau in the middle of the tundra on a wonderful mountain 2 hours away from here. Our life is split in between these two households for a matter of pleasure, because we both love ocean. The ocean is very close. It's just 200 meters from here, and because of joyful necessity, because we are videographers and we love to be able to capture, for both our YouTube channels, our life on this island and on the high plateau of a mountain instead in the tundra. I come into the garden to have a look at the plants because we have had a sudden burst of summer. We went from very cold weather to very warm, so I just wanted to make sure. But I usually don't like to check plants in some plants in the morning, so I will have to then do it later in the evening. But for now, the ones that I love to observe in the morning hours look fairly fine, and they are. Good evening, everyone. How is life treating you guys? It's such a glorious spring. Would you think that this is during the day? Looks like, isn't it? Well, it is really not. So this is precisely, my friends, midnight sun season. Absolutely glorious. Everything is alive, my friends. 24 hours a day, which can get you a little bit stressed here and there, because nature is so in the face, in this season, all the wildlife, they're just birds singing 24 hours a day. Woohoo! It's like a proper rave of life and energy and unique, my friends. I came outside just to have a look at the plants, especially the trees. There is somebody here that is clearly not tired either. Daniel, du är inte trött. It's very difficult to be tired. I think Daniel is gonna fly the drone. I'm gonna show it to you, to see what he sees. Let's do this magic trick. Woo! This is what I am allowing myself today, guys. I hereby self-proclaim a day of unwinding. Do you know that point where I went to bed last night and the first thing I thought before falling asleep has been, wow, I am really tired. When we get to that point where we can say that, it comes out loud, that is the moment where we really, really need to make space for this, for unwinding. I've always thought that if you can't unwind, you're not lazy, you're probably overstimulated. Let's be real, guys, most of us really, really struggle in relaxing, in allowing ourselves time and space to unwind. Not nap, not scroll, not flop on the couch while stress eating hummus at 11 p.m. I mean, actual nervous system unclenching, soul level unwinding. You see, guys, if you feel lazy when you slow down, that's not a personality flaw. That's really, in my opinion, a trauma culture talking. We have been conditioned to equate productivity with worth. So when we try to relax, our brains go, you didn't answer that email. You could be doing rune path walk, reading, self-improving, decluttering. What if resting means I am falling behind? No wonder we are exhausted even when we are doing nothing. But here's the spiritual truth from the quiet north. You see, you are not a machine. You are a living system. Living systems need seasons. That means times of bloom and times of doing absolutely nothing and not feeling guilty about it. Unwinding doesn't mean you are slacking. It means your spirit is finally getting a word in. So throughout the years I have developed my very own techniques to be able to just do that. So just I proclaim it, I do that. I would recommend you a couple of these. So try this. Stare at a wall. Seriously, let your brain get bored. That's when the real recalibration happen. Take an everything shower with no goal, not to glow up, not to cry, just to be under warm water like a soggy forest animal. Do one thing slower than usual. Eating, walking, brushing your teeth. Make it weirdly slow. It's oddly satisfying. Sit or lie down with nothing playing. No podcast, no Spotify playlist, no focus sounds, just air. It will feel completely wrong, but then it will feel right. And say out loud, rest is productive until it sinks in. You might really feel like a fraud the first 3 times you do this, and that's part of the process. Rest isn't a reward for burning out. It's your birthright, and it's the reset your spirits has been waiting for. So make it happen, my friends, make it happen. These are really useful, really tangible advice, and you start practicing that, so you will feel, a fraud to yourself, but then believe me, there will be a shift. There will be a switch, a moment where that will become 100% natural. What a marvelous day this is. Very overcast, guys, very, very overcast. Nonetheless, spectacular. So I will proceed with my doing nothing. You upset, guys? I can see that. You don't want to share the space. I will leave it to you. Heading for a cup of coffee. Good morning, guys. A little bit of cabin reset type of day after I took it a lot easier yesterday, and it felt 100% really wonderful. Felt completely recharged. So today I was doing a little bit of a reset, so it feels also fine. It feels amazing. You know, I don't know you. Basically, I tend to absorb quite a lot the energies of the state of the place around me. So for this reason, I really need an order that is also, if it is apparent, you know, it gives me that sort of clean canvas type of idea, you know, so then I can start producing, then I can start this is my work, so that I can start editing, then I can start, you know, thinking about recording, you know. But if I don't have this sort of clean canvas around me, also, if, as I said, if it is apparent, so everything is in its own place, I do struggle. So I'm that kind of person. So I was doing exactly that. Yeah. Oh, I just want to show you guys. We are profoundly in love with very old furniture. So I cannot say that there is a piece of furniture in this house that is, especially in the living room, in the bedroom, you know, that is actually brand new. So we really love a lot to introduce into our space pieces that have a soul. So pieces that have had a life, and most certainly since they've had a life, they have a lot of memory, you know, and it's actually quite wonderful then to investigate this memory, because the piece will tell you if it wants to be in that place, if it doesn't want to be in that place, if it wants to be moved elsewhere. So it's a kind of proper work with the piece. And recently, I'm going to show you. You know that we have been at our house on the mountain. We just came back basically a few days ago because we needed to do a few things here. So then next week we are heading back to our home there. So we found there is a second-hand market there that is pretty big. And we found this chair. Seriously, I feel transported to another time and space by sitting on that. Seriously, I'm gonna flip it a little bit so maybe you can see. Look at this. You know, it has dragon heads. What a piece of furniture, my friends. I cannot tell you how old this piece of furniture is, you know, and when we introduced it into the living room, we put it without the skin. As you can see, there is a skin here, you know, on top of the chair now. And we kind of felt that every time we walked by, basically it felt like the chair was waving. That was the real feeling, you know, that the chair was doing like this, you know, trying to catch attention, you know. And we're kind of looking at the chair, you know, what is it? You know, we gave it an important space in our living room. What is it that she's trying to wave, you know, to tell us? And so upon observing it, it kind of felt like the chair was telling us that she was not complete. She was not feeling complete as a living room piece of furniture. So we looked at the skins, because we have several skins in our living room, and we just said, oh wow, let's try and put that skin on it, you know, let's try to see how it looks like. And it completely changed, you know, the whole energy in here shifted, but like tangibly shifted. And since then we haven't felt that the chair was waving any longer. Pretty hilarious story, isn't it, guys? It's just crazy, you know. If you have never been on this channel, you know, hello. we're not bonkers. We're just, live up here in Sápmi, let's say that it's so secluded and so isolated that you pretty much get to feel and hear everything in your environment. So also when chair do speak, you actually hear them speaking loudly, as if it was humans in your world. So, or cars or whatever, buses and stuff. So yeah, since then, it's completely changed in here, guys. The energy is fresher, the chair doesn't wave anymore energetically, doesn't wave anymore. So it feels divine, all in perfect Sápmi bonkers order. So yeah, I had to tell you this story. This is pretty amazing, actually. But now for more coffee, and yes, bye, goodbye, bye. Good morning, everyone. It's such a glorious day today. It's so beautiful, so very beautiful today. I love it when it's this overcast, and you still have a fresh temperature, It's not hot, it's not cold, it's just a piece of pure perfection. So I came for a walk. I'm here for passing on to you something that is different. And it is basically how to direct our focus. So how to concentrate, how to shift our focus from unhelpful sensations, feelings, emotions to helpful ones. And I'm here indeed with a reindeer antler. If you want to learn how to focus, really properly focus instead of being kidnapped by each and every passing thought like it usually happens, you need a memory-soaked object. Grab an object that has some emotional sparkle for you, something with memory magic. For me, it's reindeer antlers. They remind me of Esme, the little girl we once healed, and that memory lives in the curve of the bone and many others as well. Joyful ones, mournful ones, all curled up in the antlers grain. Now what you need to do is to hold your object and stroke it. Your brain will go immediately, oh look, there is a memory parade, and start drifting into stories. And that is okay. Notice it, smile at it, then boop, bring your focus back onto the sensation, the curve, the bumps, the coolness of the antler, or whatever you are holding. The trick is every time your mind wanders off like a curious squirrel, you gently guide it back. Not with a whip, but with a nudge. Just the physical feeling, no stories, no spirals. This is how you train your focus. What you are basically doing is teaching your mind we don't have to chase every feeling. We can sit, we can touch, we can choose. If you keep doing this, your mind learns, oi, this is how I come back home. It will stop leaping into emotional brambles and start landing in places that actually help. Try it. Seriously, it's like a focus gym for the soul. I hope it's gonna help. Practice that because I feel that you will notice an incredible result. But be patient, give it some time. As I said, it's a gym for the brain, so you need to train it, but you will get incredible results.
knows? I don't know why the winter's cold. Honey, I don't know where the daylight goes. I'm not the weatherman, but I'm certain I have everything you need.